Jones. Can he play? Is he even close to playing?
Yeah.
We don't know. So I have no idea what the Niners are going to end up doing. And I know it's a big game, but I do know that it's still pretty early in the season. And, you get Brock hurt for more than, a month or two. I think you're in big, big trouble. So,
which that injury may be what's already happening, Steiny, because a lot of people in the know, shout out Low Neal and Brian Baldinger, who was on the Morning Roast this morning talking about what he didn't see from the pass rush from the Niners. And the reason I bring that up, Steiny, is Uncle Looney's like, Goo, you giving the Niners excuses. I'm not. I called out the lack of defense. I called out, what I wasn't seeing from the running game. I'm not giving excuses. I'm just paralyzed by these injuries. And the fact that you're 48 hours away from the big game and you're already hurt.
Are we turning down the volume on the injuries or?
Oh, you can. It's just blasting. Like
you said I thought you said the goal today was to turn down the volume on all the injuries. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are.
I thought that's what you said. Did I misunderstand? I don't know. Tell me. I've been wrong before.
I control what comes out of my Adam's
2017
apple,
once.
But I can't tell you what comes out of my Adam's apple will do away with the injuries. The Niners' volume is blasting loud like a Michael Jackson concert back in the 90s.
Why don't we just come to the conclusion that if the injuries continue, they're going nowhere? So right now they've lost Bosa, and we don't know who's quarterbacking Thursday.
Keep going.
So let's see who's on the field Thursday.
Quarterback may be dealing with an injury that might linger all year.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
Right, and if this is who he is, they're going nowhere. Like, I swear to God, that's why I don't worry about injuries. It's like, if Purdy gets hurt, you're done. If Curry gets hurt, you're done.
Yeah.
So they got to figure it out. 888-957-9570 is the number. What would you do if you're Kyle Shanahan? How would you balance it? I get it. We don't know who's hurt and to what extent. But, let's start throwing it around. Is your first inclination to play Brock Purdy on Thursday? Or is it to maybe take a safer route if he's in the same or maybe worse? If he feels worse Thursday than he did Sunday, without knowing anything about the injury, I got to believe you can't play him. But I don't know. Like, we've seen Kyle Shanahan, and he will play a guy if he thinks he can go. Yeah. And Purdy said he could go last week, and that's why they ended up going in that direction, clearly.
So what word would you use for the Niners? I said cryptic because I'm scared for them with the injuries and everything not going away. What word would you use for them right now just on where they're at?
Without using a word, I feel like they're in the same spot as the Warriors a little bit. And like you brought it up earlier, and you said this is the price of the 49ers dynasty, even though we know they didn't win a Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
But I do agree there's some similarities between the Niners and the Warriors. And it's two, like, I don't think, the more I think about it, the more I think that the injuries might be a result of having to play a lot of long seasons in a row.
Damn.
And I think we see that also with the Warriors. With the age of some of their players, they wear down a little bit. So I do think that there is a penalty for playing into June if you're an NBA player and playing into February if you're an NFL player. And maybe we're just looking at residual from that, and it's just something you got to deal with. And obviously the 49ers have to deal with winning some games when they're not at full strength. And if they do, they can weather the storm. If they don't, they're probably going to be in a little trouble.
Yeah, and I hear you. I can't disagree, but there's so many rats on the table for me that go through my mind when I think about currently where the Niners are. And I know we've talked about it. We did it in the crossover. Brock Purdy's new money doesn't kick in to next year. But, Steiny, I do wonder regarding the toe if that's why we saw the bad Brock, because he was bad, and we both agree that he was bad. But, I want to selfishly see him out there Thursday just to get more data on just, for him to bounce back. But if I were to throw it at you right now and the listeners, how much of that toe, and you don't know, But I'm just like, what's your gut telling you? How much of that bad performance was predicated on the toe?
Impossible to say. I just know that he played, and I wonder, I don't know what he played at, 60, 70, 80, right. 90, but it's starting to feel like whatever he played at Sunday, he may not even be that healthy Thursday.
Right.
So that decision then gets made for me really easily. He doesn't play. Because if the toe is a factor as to why he was inaccurate and maybe less mobile, and now he's not feeling as good, it's over. They don't play him Thursday and give him 10 days off before you play Tampa Bay, which is going to be an important game against a good opponent.
But just think about 31 other cities. If they say, you know what, Steiny, you can't go, Bonte, you're in, because Bonte's the backup, there's no problem in regard to the Red Cross, the health aspect of it or the component. But with the Niners, what you just laid out, if Brock can't go, they got drama to deal with health-wise with their backup quarterback, which apparently nobody can give us a report on how Mac Jones is doing. But just think about the gravity of the injury situation that you're dealing with. Normally, okay, our starter can't go, Evan, you're in. But now I don't know Evan's availability. So it's kind of crazy.
888-957-9570 is the number. What do you want to see the Niners do on Thursday at the quarterback position? Hell, what do you want to see them do with Ricky Pearsall? How do you view this game? I get it. It's a big game. It's a division game. It's probably their toughest road game of the year. Nobody ever says punt on a game, but if you could buy yourself a little more time with Pearsall and Purdy and have them more ready for Tampa Bay, I'd probably do that. But again, it's really hard to figure out what you do not knowing the status of Mac Jones.
Yeah.
To me, if Mac Jones, there's so much we don't know. And one is, if Mac Jones would have been healthier, would he have started on Sunday?
No
I don't
doubt
know.
About it.
I don't know. So, we're just talking about the state of the three Bay Area teams. Who do you feel, like, if I were to ask you, who do you feel the best about? The Warriors, the Giants, or the San Francisco 49ers? The team you feel the best about and the team you're most concerned about. How would Bay Area sports fans wonder about that? And I would actually, as tough as the Kuminga situation is, I feel like it's less of an issue than where the 49ers are injury-wise and like where they are in their timeline. The Giants have just fired their manager, and they've had 4 straight 500 seasons, so they're, to me, just treading water. I would actually say, believe it or not, I think I feel better about the Warriors than any of the other two teams right now, and the reason
That's
is
saying a lot.
I know. It is. And it's because as much as I don't think you can bring Kuminga back if he doesn't want to be here, I'm sorry, when I look at the big picture, the most important player on the Warriors is Steph Curry. The second most important player is Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
The third most important player is Draymond Green. They're all there. They're going to try to attack the year. And so as troubling as the Kuminga thing is, to me in the grand scheme of things, I'm more unsure about the Niners and the Giants right now, if for no other reason than the Warriors still have a big three that we're very familiar with and they've had success with.
Yeah.
So that's 888-957-9570. In a crazy way, I probably feel better about the Warriors right now than the Giants or the Niners.
And coming from you, I mean, I'm shocked. And I'll just tell you why I'm shocked.
I don't like where anybody is really right now.
Well, the answer was a couple of days ago would have been the Warriors for me. But now the more I just think about this team and how the margin of error in regard to injury that the Niners are currently going through, anything happens to Steph, it's over. And we saw that last year. And I know they've yet to play a game, but that's just where I'm at. And I do question, outside of Kuminga, maybe I got PTSD from Pods and Moody and that Rocket series, Steiny, to where, I saw some youngsters take what I deem a step back. But, man, if you're telling me you got to minute manage finally, the big three, which excites me. I'm like, okay, but then what? Who's taking the reins after that? I'm going to throw you a curveball and say the Giants. And the reason I say the Giants is you got a full offseason of Devers. You got a full offseason of Adames, and you got Chapman. You got to do some things and spend some Benjamins on the bullpen. But I think the camaraderie component of whoever this new manager is going to be brings this team together, and now you got a chance to start the year fresh with your power bats, your new guys, and that excites me. And I also think about, again, whoever they dub their new manager, I mean, man, here we go, game on. So for me, it's the Giants because you have personally swayed me on if Kuminga comes back, and I'm expecting him to, if there are some hard feelings or, he's not at the best mental place that he can be, and there's some turmoil, we've kind of seen that, and it didn't rear its head till late in the season, or we don't find out till after. So I got the Warriors second on who I feel good about, but I'm going to go Giants first, Donnie, and obviously the Niners third.
Yeah, I'm going Warriors first, if for no other reason than I feel like they know more of who they are than the other teams. As for the Giants, I get it that they could be better next year, but I'm sorry, the way I look at the Giants right now is they're more than just a year or a great acquisition away from winning 88, 90 games. I just do. I mean, when people may hate to hear this, but the Giants are in a malaise. It's 4 straight years they've been essentially the exact same team, and it is hard to get out of a pattern when you're involved in a pattern like that.
But they're changed.
They're a 500 team and have been for 4 years. Buster Posey came in, did some things. They still are a 500 team. And I don't know what the answer is other than to get better players in here. But the Giants, to me, they are the definition of a 500 team. And sometimes I think it's hard to break through when you're a 500 team and you've had guys on your team that have been a major part of why you're 500. That's just me. It doesn't mean they can't have a better year next year. I'm not bullish right now on the Giants.
And I get it, but I am from this sense. They looked themselves in the mirror, ownership did, and they were like, you know what, Farhan, this is not working. And you're right. Buster comes in his first year, he gets some things done. It doesn't translate to the field like I thought it was going to. But there was a stunner of a trade, and that guy Rafi Devers is going to be along with Adames in the Giant uniform next year. So now Buster can, you live and you learn, and you can fertilize the plant and plant seeds. And that's what I expect him to do in regard to the bullpen and maybe another starter and do something in free agency. So from that vantage point, I still feel like – and they ran Melvin. So I hear what you're saying, Steiny. The numbers are the numbers in regard to, well, you just ended up what you did the last 4 or 5 years, but you're shopping and you're doing something, and now Buster can go and hopefully go and make the right moves and then come back and we see the Giants break out.
I think they need more players, but
which I'm hoping they get.
Their core group to me is too small. Like they only have 7 guys on the entire roster to me where you're like, that guy, we know what we're going to get out of him. It's the 3 guys. It's Adames, it's Chapman, it's Devers, it's Webb, it's Ray. Ramos is on the cusp of being a consistent player, but I just don't think that's enough.
Well, Eldridge, if you get a guy in here.
Okay, and there it is.
If you get a guy in here that can get the best out of Ramos and Jung-Hoo Lee if he's still around, which I expect him to be, but, I get it, Steiny. I just feel like that part matters of who's going to lead this group. And if I see you failing.
We know who's leading this group. It's going to be – oh, you mean manager-wise. I thought you meant player-wise.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. You got like a guy like Bryce Eldridge. I mean,
what's his role,
I mean, we don't like.
He may not. I got you.
He might. What if he's Luciano?
But you got to find out.
I know you got to find out, but like this is a frustration that I've had, and I wonder if Giants fans have had this too. You hear these names, and you get excited about these names, and then they just never really materialize, whether it's Bart, whether it's Matos, whether it's, Joey, who's the guy I'm forgetting?
Bart.
I mean,
Luciano,
so until Luciano,
Matos.
I put Ramos in a little bit of a different category. He's more elevated than those other three guys.
On my team, Steiny, but
right, as a DH would be
Patrick
ideal.
Bailey, he wouldn't be my catcher going forward.
Right, and so you have a catcher that hits 7 homers. What are you going to do? Upgrade that position, or are you going to expect him to be better next year?
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's go to Austin. Austin's in Redwood City. What's going on, Austin? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I just want to touch on this Kuminga thing. My thing is that I don't see where Kuminga is going wrong and trying to provide for his family and put food on the table, and what he feel like he's worth and what he's worth and he wants to start. When would it ever be his time? And not only that, it shouldn't take them to sign the other. Shouldn't wait for Kuminga to sign for them to sign the other paper for them to sign a contract, because he's not feeding their family at the end of the day. And then also I want to say is this, that when would Stephen Curry and Draymond Green realize, hey, their time is almost up. What more do they got to prove? They're gonna win one, or they're gonna take the Warriors down, all the way down from not even trying to win one. If it makes sense, Iguodala, for example, Sean Livingston, and David West, if they can take a minimum veteran pay cut or whatever, not even pay cut, just take the bench role and lead these young guys into a title just like they did for them. When would they pass that torch to them and let Kuminga run the table? Because they already ran Poole out. They already ran James Wiseman out. Are they going to take the whole team down with them?
What's
chasing another title?
What's let Kuminga run the table mean?
Like, not when will his be his turn? They bought him. They bought Wiggins in to replace him. They bought Jimmy Butler in to replace him. Or they go, hey, hey, Jimmy Butler, hey, won't you take over this Iguodala role or something like that?
I got you.
And show Kuminga how it goes throughout the playoffs or whatever.
I got
Just
you.
like they did with but when would they start taking the backseat of what I'm saying? And let these youngsters and help these youngsters out?
That's fair.
But you don't have a plethora of youngsters, Steiny, outside of Kuminga, to me, that you could really pass the reins to, or he could be a part of the future.
Well, I'll take Austin's side. Butler and Draymond aren't ready to pass the reins to him.
And they shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then he's not going to play a lot. Like, it's really, to me, that simple. It's like, I get it. First of all, the one thing I want to, and Evan and I were talking about this a little bit before the show, I don't think for 1 minute any player's mad at Kuminga.
Oh, no, not at all. Then where would the turmoil come from?
The turmoil comes from there's a guy who doesn't want to be there. They
himself
understand why he doesn't want to be there, and they're not mad at him, and they get that business is business. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's not a distraction. It just means they're not mad at Kuminga, but they'll be able to tell right away how committed he is, and if they don't think he's totally committed, that's going to be a monster issue for the Warriors, and then they're going to have to navigate that. That's the problem. We're probably going to get some resolution in terms of the decision on Kuminga in the next 24 hours.
But his attitude.
But we're not getting any resolution for a while about what it's going to look like and how it's going to all work out. But I don't think it's going to go smoothly if he comes back on that qualifying offer.
The clock's ticking. We're going to find out, man.
Which Bay Area team right now? Every Bay Area team's going through some, I think turmoil's a little too strong, but each Bay Area team's going through something right now, whether it's the injuries for the Niners, whether it's the Giants trying to figure out who their next manager's going to be, and also how they're going to get a little more talent in here. And then we got the Warriors. First practice today, and they've got issues unresolved with Kuminga. So if I were to ask all you guys out there, who do you feel best about, which of the three Bay Area teams outside the Sharks, who do you say? And what are you most concerned with? What are you least concerned with in terms of the teams? 888-957 9570. That segment was brought to you by Pier 39.
On Saturday, October 4th, Pier 39 is throwing a party on the waterfront. Enjoy drinks to go and activities for the whole family. From live music to special deals, it's all here at Pier 39. Learn more at pier39.com/entertainment zone.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-464-1899. 800-464-1899. 800-464-1899.
Priority Tax Relief.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. I know finding a dream engagement ring can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we got you. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond at Shane Company is truly the best of the best. Our team travels the world to see diamonds up close, in person. We handpick each one for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Diamond buying is an art. Of course, we look at cut, color, clarity, and carat, known as the 4 C's, but that's not all. We also look at how each diamond looks on a hand, where it will be worn, how it makes you feel, and if it's worthy of a Shane Company customer. That type of expertise only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. We also think about your budget. We only pick the best in each grade in all shapes and sizes. Your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Do you have a dark curiosity? Heart Starts Pounding, Horrors, Hauntings, and Mysteries is a weekly podcast hosted by me, Kaylin Moore. Each week, I'll take you on a dark journey through terrifying true urban legends, bizarre true crime cases, chilling tales of backwoods horror, and more. So if you're looking to join a passionate community of the darkly curious, check out Heart Starts Pounding on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, stay curious.
Spreadsheets, clunky software, 100 different logins just to run your business? Ah.
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more, so you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Join 95.7 The Game at Pier 39 for a special live broadcast from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, October 4th. Meet Zaza Pachulia, Festus Ezeli, Kalina Azabuki, Tim Roy, and Bonte Hill. Plus, enter to win Warriors tickets. For more info, visit 957thegame.com.
I have a new favorite Giant, and I'm not ashamed to say it. His name is Rafael Devers.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
If I were to ask you which Bay Area team you'd buy stock in right now among the Warriors, Giants, and 49ers, who would you buy and who would you sell?
Everything.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
But it's not great. It's not great. Warriors training camp has started. No Jonathan Kuminga. Who's quarterbacking Thursday for the 49ers? Who knows? Who's going to bring the Giants into their new the new year?
You got a leader in the clubhouse? Anybody you?
Yes, it's going to be somebody that we've never heard of.
See, I'm hoping it's Bochy.
I'm hoping it's somebody we never heard of. I like the Schumacher guy.
You've been listening to Evan.
Yeah. Skip, I believe. Get it?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not hire a manager named Skip? See what I'm saying?
I'm going to give you one.
He's going to Texas.
Oh, no.
Already?
See, they're
Rangers got a plan in place.
Oh, exactly. Number one candidate already off the board.
Bochy won.
We're going to get stuck with Stephen Vogt.
He won one in 2023, dude. He still got all his wherewithal about him. Bochy. He's a horse.
Yeah. I don't know about
before we get back to it, I found a new show on Netflix, Animal Kingdom. It's a crime drama about a family with Ellen Barkin.
Ellen Barkin, yeah. What about
my God, it's good, Steiny.
I watched a great series yesterday. Finished up a great series.
You've been holding out. Who?
It's called The Girlfriend. I think it's on Netflix or Prime.
I need to know.
6-part series. Robin Wright. Woo-hoo-hoo.
The Girlfriend.
Yeah, it's good. It's about a mom that's jealous of a girlfriend. It's good. Yeah,
that don't do it for me.
That's good. It was good.
Seriously, give me a male actor in it, can you?
So she's the only star that I think I
Ellen Barkin, Steiny. That's my girl.
Yeah, she's from York, Pennsylvania.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in a movie called. She's been in a lot of movies.
She has.
What was the one with Pacino?
She was in Brooklyn's Finest too.
She was in When the Night. Sea of Love, I believe it was called, with Al Pacino. Interesting movie. Let's go to Mac Jack in Oakland. Talk about some sports.
Mac Jack.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, man, I got a bone to pick about with all these teams in the Bay, man. I wouldn't buy stock in near one of them, to be honest with you, because, I mean, you know, let's start with Kuminga, man. He's not the savior of the franchise. He's a soccer player, man. This man, you know, he can go to the hole, and that's about it. He's one-dimensional. All you got to do is gap him. You know what I mean? and he's shut down.
Yeah.
He can't shoot. That shot is broke, man. You see how crazy that shot looked, man? I've seen people in the WNBA that got a better shot than Kuminga. You know what I mean? And then the Giants, nobody bats 300. Their bullpen is weak, man. Is milk toast. You know, they got like you don't know who's going to save the game because they're going to give it up at the end of the game if it's close. You know, so and then the 49ers, man, it looked like Brock Purdy then lost his glass slipper.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? He just it looked like, you know, you put the Mac back up in there, and at least he looks good in the pocket. You know, you got Purdy running around and like a chicken with his head cut off, and he's inaccurate. You can't be a midget and inaccurate at the same time, man. Come on, man. I'm not buying stock in none of them. What y'all think?
You're my kind of guy, Mac Jack.
Yeah.
You tell it like it is.
He's a little tough. You ask Minnesota. I'm not saying Kuminga's Curry with the shot. That's got to improve so with the handle. But you asked the T-Wolves in the playoffs about Kuminga, and that was a good showing for him. I'll leave that there.
You know, as it relates to Brock Purdy.
Wow.
Can I?
I'm here.
I'll put a rat on the table, sponsored by Atco Pest Control. And you guys need to get this through your skulls. He's not going to be, and he's not going to look as effective and as good as he looked 2 years ago when he had a healthy Christian McCaffrey, a healthy Deebo Samuel, a healthy Brandon Ayuk, a healthy George Kittle, a healthy Trent Williams. He's not playing with those guys anymore. He's playing with Christian McCaffrey, who isn't running as much as he normally did. So the run game can't take pressure off Purdy. Deebo Samuel did not have a great year last year, but I do think there's something to him representing kind of a wild card in that offense that you kind of had to account for in some way. Ayuk was good 2 years ago. Kittle's been great. I mean, this is...
But what about my quarterback elevating people?
This is why we need to get it through our thick skulls that football is a team game. And Purdy is not good enough, and I don't know if Lamar Jackson's good enough to elevate Tonjes and, you know, a backup wide receiver and the guys who aren't as skilled as the other guy. I mean, it's just like we've got to acknowledge that. When we say elevate what? Like
Well, his play to start with.
He doesn't have the players around him that he's had 2 years ago.
His decisions on Sunday were brutal. I don't care if I got Mickey Mouse around me. I got to know better than throw high throws and be off early. And I get it. It sounds like you're describing a bus driver. Like any quarterback.
I am.
But he's getting paid more than bus driver money. So I'm looking at it from this vantage point. Real quick, Steiny, you want him to evolve into, okay, why are the Niners going to win the game? Because
they're not going to win 13. Because of Brock Purdy.
Well, Steiny,
what
his
are we
contract
doing?
tells us, like those guys, some are going to be come and gone by the time he gets into his prime if he's not in it now. I'm just telling you, I'm not justifying or looking at Sunday's game, which was a bad game.
Did Trevor Lawrence elevate the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday?
No, but he has a physical
and he's
skill set to do so.
He's a $50 million quarterback. The league is rife with guys making as much as Purdy who can't carry a team. And there are a few quarterbacks that can carry a team.
So I'm just asking.
He can't carry a team. And you know what?
They paying him like he can.
He can't. Well, no. Did Tua get paid to carry the Dolphins?
And that might be a mistake.
Okay, well then
this would tell you it's
well, if they paid, I'm going to be honest. If they paid Brock Purdy to carry a team, then they made a mistake. They just made a mistake. He's not Josh Allen. He's a damn good quarterback, but he needs his pieces. Kyle needs all those pieces to make Purdy his best, and he's not the kind of quarterback who's going to be able to quarterback a subpar team and get him to 10 wins. But that doesn't mean he's worthless. It just means he's a quarterback like so many other quarterbacks, making a lot of money, but not a superstar.
Okay. But 5 years, $265 million.
Right. Well, Daniel Jones, can we run down the list of all the quarterbacks that got paid? They all get paid. Kirk Cousins got paid. He only won one playoff game.
No, but it seems like you're going LeBron. You've rendered decision on Brock Purdy. If he doesn't have the stuff around him and everything is rosy, then the bet's off.
Yes.
He's got to know for me.
I'd say that for
he's got to bring something more to the table.
Every single quarterback outside three. I mean, Tua is not going to win the Miami games. Why would Purdy? And I'm not saying Purdy's worse than Tua. I'm just saying nobody's going to get it done with guys going in and out of the lineup because of health issues, and they're sitting with none of their best players. It's a quarterback with whose weapons have gone away, and he's got to try to make something happen, and he'll do the best he can, and he kept them in that game, and they had a chance to win it at the very end, but they didn't get it done. But I just don't believe, like, I kind of reject the whole idea of carrying a team, a quarterback carrying a team. I mean, yeah, the quarterbacks that carry a team are the greatest quarterbacks in the game today and in the game in its history. And Purdy's not there yet. He's just not.
But he's getting paid again, and I know you're different with the money. Listen, Steiny, he's going to Brock Purdy, that is. He's supposed to be here once Christian McCaffrey's gone, and hangs him up, and he's going to be a part of your new offense, whatever that looks like, and he'll be throwing touchdowns to Ayuk and George Kittle and Ricky Pearsall when healthy. But I just can't look at what he's getting paid or what they decided to pay him and just say, oh, we judge him on what's around him or what's not. He is part of the solution. And again, I'm not doing this hypothesis on
can
just
Dak
Sunday.
Prescott carry a team?
I think he can.
He can.
I think. Did you see Sunday?
Wow.
Did you see? I'm just saying.
All right. What about Jordan Love? About Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Goff?
No,
they
Goff,
all make
yes.
more than Purdy.
Goff, yes. Tua,
Justin
no.
Herbert.
I'm not done with Herbert.
I'm just saying that
I know he's been bad.
I don't see more than 3 or 4 carriers that are quarterbacks in the NFL. And
I'm telling you,
how many people?
The Niners better have their franchise quarterback.
Well, of course they do. They just signed him.
But that's not predicated on what's around me.
Yes, it is.
No, not to me.
Okay,
not to
well
me.
Then
you're coming to the game. I'm just talking about, and we've seen it with Mahomes.
Look, they
and
made
I'm not
the
saying
same.
He's Mahomes.
He's Tua right now. Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks here that they're good quarterbacks.
Well, he's not Tua because he's taking them to a Super Bowl.
Like Kyler Murray
hasn't sniffed a Super Bowl. Brock has.
Exactly. So Kyler Murray doesn't have the weapons around him.
He does have weapons.
Okay, so does Kyler Murray carry a team?
No.
Okay.
And I think
I don't think any quarterback does, other than the big boys. I mean, the idea that, here's what to me is crazy. If you're going to say you paid Brock Purdy, he deserved that, he earned that contract. Well,
and
then
he was going to get better with that, which he still can.
How's he going to get? What can he improve on? And don't say his accuracy, because he's pretty accurate and he had a terrible game accuracy wise. Like I really don't know how he can
checklist, Steiny. It would
he's never going to have a strong arm.
Before, but he can get the ball there.
So he's going to get better at reading defenses? I think he's pretty damn good.
Okay, so and that's probably why he got paid.
It sounds to me like people thought if you give him a new contract, he'll be a different kind of quarterback. And they gave him the contract
knowing their
to
team is going
the
to
quarterback that he's been. They can't ask him to be somebody he's not.
And Sunday was not what he's been.
He can't. I don't think Brock
Sunday
Purdy
was bad.
When you say Brock Purdy needs to carry the Niners, I'm out. Like that's unrealistic to me in the NFL for a guy like Brock Purdy to
when you say
be the
that,
reason.
What do you mean? A guy like Brock Purdy that's gotten to, I'm just asking you.
I just told
you.
A
Super Bowl and 2 NFC championship games, but now it seems like you're taking credit from him because of what was around him.
That's
almost
right.
Like he was supposed. Any quarterback could have did that.
I believe that 2 years ago when he had McCaffrey and Debo and Ayuk and Kittle and Trent, he doesn't have those guys this year. Guess what? He's not going to. He alone himself is going to be able to make up for McCaffrey's fall off, Debo not being there, Ayuk not being there, Kittle being hurt, Trent Williams taking a step back. All those things are going to prevent Purdy from carrying a team or winning games by himself.
But now we're talking about decisions, Steiny. That doesn't justify me thinking.
That's after one game.
Well, it's 2 games, and he's thrown 4 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
Okay, well, I'm not panicking about that.
The world up on Seattle, and that's why I'm saying he's still growing into, becoming better. He's not. I'm hoping this is not. There's no more growth. What
if I say, you know what? I don't like. He's pretty much, to me, been the same quarterback, even through 2 games this year. He may have to make some adjustments because the personnel's completely changed. He's been throwing to guys this year that he's not used to throwing to. So he's going to probably take a step back.
Do you feel we've seen the best of him? I hope not, because I wouldn't have gave him 5 for 265 if that was all about what was around
Brock Purdy
me.
will never play as well as he did when they went to the Super Bowl.
Then this was a horrible decision to give him that contract if you end up being right.
Well, then what I remember you saying is Brock earned that contract.
And that was,
so
yes, sir.
There it is. He earned that contract, and if he's that
but also
player.
he was going to evolve
Well,
and
that's
get
according
better.
to you.
And he's going to be here when Christian McCaffrey's gone. That was the plan. There's going to be and he might have a new bell cow back there, and he might have new Pearsalls. But my point is, Brock Purdy, when you play the Niners or think of the Niners, he's got to be part of what you fear.
Yes, he is. He's part of it.
Yeah.
He ain't Lamar. He ain't Josh. He ain't Burrow. He's part of it. And now the players around him are not as good, and they're interchanging very quickly. And so he's got no rhythm. And he's not that kind of quarter. I thought like kind of we all acknowledge he's a really good quarterback, but he's not a top 4 or 5 quarterback. And I feel like when we talk about the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks, those are the guys that we say they can carry a team. Josh Allen. I mean,
I just
Purdy's not in that group. It's okay.
No, I'm not. It ain't even about okay.
Other guys are not in that group. Other guys are not in that group who make just as much as Purdy.
But it sounds like, and I meant what I said, Steiny, he earned that contract because I was giving him credit, and I thought it was kind of unfair for any quarterback in a system that drives the car and gets you to the right locale, that when his push comes to shove and we're about to give the quarterback the flowers, we say, oh, it's not you, it's what's around you. My thing is, it sounds like you're telling me now, and I'm asking, the Brock Purdy credit I was giving should go to Kyle because it shouldn't have gone to Brock because Brock was only benefiting on what was around him.
I don't need to talk about it as though it's Kyle's fault.
Well, it's nobody's fault.
Purdy's fault. It's just they are banged up. He's hurt. First of all, if he's got turf toe, how's he carrying you? Like, how's he carrying you with turf toe? Like, he can't carry you now. You've got to have a total team effort. It's just the way it is. You don't have the talent around him right now because of the injuries. You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1 San Francisco, an Odyssey sports station in the home of the Warriors and Valkyries, always live on the free Odyssey app. Coming to you live from the Laughing Monk Studios. Laughing Monk, righteously brewed in San Francisco. I'm not ready to say the 49ers made a mistake. They made a right decision or wrong decision, just like Jacksonville did with Trevor Lawrence. They made a right decision or wrong decision, just like Miami did with Tua.
But it sounds like you're saying Purdy can't pop unless he has Ferraris
I would agree with that.
around him.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I believe if you put Brock Purdy on Buffalo, they wouldn't be as good. All right, we got a bunch of calls. Let's get into them here. Let's go to, you know what? We can take calls on anything. Yeah. Coach Duran's in the Yoon. What's up, Coach? How you doing? We're going to be jumping back and forth because there's a lot of stuff going on. What's up, Coach?
Hey, Steiny Guru. How's it going?
Hey.
I know.
Hey,
what's up?
Currently, Bay Area teams, I got to go with the Warriors. I still think they got it. They still got their core 3. Add Melton, Horford, Seth Curry. We can run it back when we're healthy. I think we can prevail, pull through, and be a potential top 4 team in the West.
All right.
And, Steiny, I got to agree with you. Yeah, put Purdy on the Bills or maybe another team. It's not all the way there. Nothing against it, Guru. Put the rat on the table.
Thanks for the call. Make sure you cut that laugh from Coach Duran. Let's go to Pete. Pete's in San Ramon. Wants to talk about Brock Purdy and the Niners and where they're at. Hey, Pete, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Back to Purdy. Or on to Purdy.
Sure, let's do it.
Guru, your comment a second ago about Purdy popping, that's not what it is. The team has to pop as a unit. You know, once they flip the coin to start the game, I don't think about how much he's making. I don't think about his draft selection number. says, what are you going to do right now? Going to play like a team or going to just screw up over and over and over? And that goes for some other teams too. So we'll see when this new NBA season starts how that goes. Thank you guys very much.
Appreciate it, Pete. And you know, if Dibley were here, he'd come down your road.
What would he say?
He'd say Purdy's not making 40 this year.
That's great. No, but I'm saying you made the decision to put a ring on his finger whenever that payment comes due, you know? He's on the books, and he's yours. You married him off of what you showed.
Right.
He showed you.
You signed a good quarterback. You signed a good quarterback who should be around for a while, but you didn't sign John Elway. You didn't sign Josh Allen, and that's fine, but it just means that he's going to need help, just like every quarterback.
But will you agree with me, the fact that he got this contract that they gave him, Steiny, moving forward, whoever's on the field or not with him, dude, hell is coming with expectation with that contract.
Well, I don't know. Like, what if he's a great quarterback, but the team stinks? Like, there have been a lot of great quarterbacks but they weren't. Like, Dan Marino was a great quarterback. They never really got it done, but it was never Marino's fault. I see a scenario where, like, Brock Purdy, like, boy, he's pretty good, but we just don't have enough around him, and the defense isn't good enough, and the special teams are costing us too many games. Like, I think it's, to me, football's the game where, yeah, the quarterback's definitely the most important, right? But it's also the guy who has to rely on more teammates than any other position in sports.
Right, but we can also analyze what they're bringing to the table. And, this is not about the 2-2 start because he only played 3-1 start because he only played 2 games. I'm just saying, moving forward, there can't be more Sundays where Brock's not at his best when they have paid you handsomely. And if, we come in here and it's your prerogative or anybody's to come in here and say, oh, it's not what's around him, that's not the reality. I mean, people are going to expect Brock Purdy to grow and get better. And, again, this team and offense will look different, so he'll have different weaponry. But, Steiny, when they announced that signing, which I know doesn't kick into next year,
you expected him to be twice as good when he put the contract to ink to contract?
No, I expect the Niners to be, to continue to be a player.
Do the Niners have as much talent on this team as they did 2 or 3 years ago?
No, I'm going to say no.
And Purdy's got to deal with all that on the offensive end. Like, Purdy could be.
Purdy could play McCaffrey out there, and I know Kittle.
Okay, you ready for this? He ain't McCaffrey. You know that. He ain't McCaffrey.
Now,
I'm ready to say because he's a receiver. But they're using him as a receiver.
But those yards count, Steiny. However you're getting them. But I get you. That is something I'm scratching my head about. But I swear to you, I'm not ready to say McCaffrey is falling off or slowing down. That's just me.
They can't run the ball.
Yeah.
But now you want Brock. But now you want Brock Purdy to be able to sling it 27 for 35, 3 touchdowns, 350.
Moving forward, I want to get my money worth. Like, I can't be a slave to, well, we don't got this or that. Well, I got a damn good quarterback I decided to pay.
I think it's clear. If you think that he's a game changer by himself, you're going to be disappointed in Brock Purdy. Because I don't think that any 49er fan, when he signed that contract, thought that he was going to turn into Allen, Jackson, one of those guys. Like, he's going to have to do it with the
way that he has when they were winning.
Right. But he doesn't have the line isn't as good. The guys catching the ball aren't as good. And so he's not going to be as good. 888-957-9570 is the number. I see Father Time, Richie, Bernsey, Paul, we'll get into it. Brock Purdy. He's questionable for Saturday, and they go down to L.A. to play the Rams in a big game. Should he play? Should he not play? What do you expect from Brock Purdy, and how do you want him to perform knowing that he doesn't have the guys that he's normally had around him? Is this a no excuses league? I mean, I know it is, but when you don't have a great team around you, it's going to make it tough on the quarterback. Where do you all stand right now on Brock Purdy? 888-957-9570. And are you putting him out there Thursday against the Rams down at SoFi Stadium on the turf? And he's got turf toe. What's coming up Next on the Game is brought to you by Fremont Bank. Here for you, here for good.
Ready for the ultimate red and gold game day? Laughing Monk Brewing is the place to park, party, and ride. Skip the traffic. Forget the expensive parking. Park for free and dive into an epic tailgate with mouth-watering food, ice-cold Laughing Monk beer, and every game on TV. Catch 95.7 The Game's pregame show with Lorenzo Neal and Evan Giddings. Then hop on the free shuttle minutes away from the stadium. Shuttles are first come, first served. So head to 957thegame.com to sign up and join the party.
Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is so good, you'll want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Yep, the only thing you're picking up is deals. Now through Sunday, take an extra 20% off all your fall favorites. From soft throws to slow cookers, warm flannels to cozy cardigans. Plus, earn $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. So go ahead, let those notifications wait, because these prices won't. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 5th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Calling all basketball fans. Make your game day experience unforgettable with a stay at Hotel Via, just steps away from the action. Enjoy chic accommodations, stunning rooftop views, and the ultimate convenience for catching all the action. Skip the traffic and relax in style before and after the game. Whether you're celebrating a big win or just want a perfect night out in San Francisco, Hotel Via is your MVP choice. Book now at hotelviasf.com and make your game day a slam dunk at Hotel Via.
A lot of Bay Area banking customers are faced with a choice. Which financial institution best fits what they're looking for? It might make sense to consider a bank's history. Take Fremont Bank. For 60 years, we've provided stability and consistency with an emphasis on relationships. We've grown one customer at a time, not through mergers or acquisitions, because that's how you can do business when you're independently owned and community focused. Fremont Bank. Here for you, here for good.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Injured at work? Don't wait. Every moment counts. You may be entitled to medical care and financial compensation, but time matters. The attorneys at Boxer & Gerson are here to protect your rights and fight for the treatment and support you need. Boxer & Gerson have helped thousands of people across Northern California who were hurt on the job. Don't wait, don't guess. Get answers. Call Boxer & Gerson today at 510-835-8870 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer & Gerson, your life is worth the fight.
There's a party at your house, but some are uninvited. Yeah, it's bugs. You've got ants, spiders, maybe a mouse or two. It's a full-blown shindig. But don't let these party crashers ruin your good time. Visit atgopestcontrol.com and let them show those pests the door permanently. Because when the only guests you want are your friends, leave the pests to them. Visit their website today, atcopestcontrol.com, before your house becomes a full-blown infestation. Call 888-900-9697 now for 10% off your initial service.
The Oakland Roots return to the Coliseum Tuesday, October 7th to take on Hartford Athletic. Be part of the movement. Get your tickets now at oaklandrootssc.com. You can also catch all the action live on ESPN Plus and KTVU Plus. That's oaklandrootssc.com.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get ready for two rock legends on one night and one stage. Judas Priest and Alice Cooper on October 14th at Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View. Buy your tickets today at livenation.com. And for your chance to win your way into the show, enter online at 957thegame.com.
It's always about the show, bro.
I owe Curry nothing.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
All righty. We got a lot to talk about still. Our three Bay Area teams in all having some transition. 49ers got to figure out who's playing Thursday. Giants got to figure out their manager, and the Warriors got to figure out what they're doing with Kuminga. So we got three things that are going on parallel to each other. But right now we're talking about the Niners. They play Thursday against the Rams.
And who's going to play?
And Brock Purdy, questionable, and Ricky Pearsall, questionable. So we'll find out more tomorrow when they have to give another injury designation.
Yeah, what letter grade would you give me for the state of the three teams? Limbo. Would that suffice for all three? Limbo. What happened?
That come from you? I like it. It's a good word.
Why would you ask me?
I like it.
That hurt.
You'll see why.
No, I'm radio.
You'll see why.
Okay.
You'll see why.
Evan, the man looked at me and said, Johnny, little Johnny, tell the truth. Why would you say that? Limbo. Not just with Kuminga, the Giants, their search, and the 49ers in limbo on who's available.
No, it's just coincidence. Great minds clearly think alike. Because
what you got?
That's just the word our good friend Jim Mole used.
I hadn't been on the chat.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You're not. That's why I was just taken aback. You had
Jimmy.
You guys both had.
I wouldn't. Come on. When
both
do I
had
steal?
Great point.
That's plagiarism. Stealing takes is not what I do.
Well, no, you don't steal them, but a lot of times you'll say something and I'll be like, oh, look at that. Theodore Rand said that 5 minutes ago. All right.
Man.
Brock Purdy.
Because it's about Thursday, man. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree, but the bottom line is, those guys were fired up in the morning. Shasky, Bonte, and Spadoni just on what you do. But, Steiny, if we don't have the intel, we didn't have the intel last week about how available Mac Jones is, I'm not coming in here cutting heads off or Monday morning quarterbacking. I mean, we hear it from guys that have played the game. Nobody's 100%, man, in any of the sports, right?
Here's kind of the way I look at it. Jalen Hurts. All right. Look at his weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you take away a weapon or two.
He's a weapon, I believe.
Right.
He doesn't use them anyways.
He doesn't use Barkley?
A.J. Brown?
Last year he did, but A.J. Brown had to go to counseling and read books.
My bigger point is that he will not be as good without as much talent as he has around him now. It's just Steph Curry will not be as good if he doesn't have the talent around him. Brock Purdy will not be as good if their offensive line is worse than it was 2 years ago and the weapons aren't the same and they're not as good.
But do you
That's
consider
all I'm
those
saying.
guys? Like,
You know
I
what?
hear you.
Here's the way I look at it.
Like,
you know what the
Jalen Hurts
Niners
is a
need to
weapon.
happen? You know what the Niners need to happen? Okay, so you want Brock Purdy to carry you. All right. I would say that touchdown pass to Tonjes, he won the game for him.
It could have been an interception.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's why when you don't have all the angles and you don't have guys open, you try to throw that ball to McCaffrey. And you know what? If he makes a great catch, then all of a sudden we're saying, boy, look at Purdy taking chances because we have to.
Yeah, gunslinger.
Well, he didn't, yes, and he didn't catch it. So Purdy's probably making a throw that maybe he does not getting open like they have
And
been.
he made one against Jennings.
Of course, he's going to make one here and there, and he's going to make more mistakes if he's throwing in tighter windows.
And Steiny, my only takeaway is I'm not saying Steiny is Judgment Day. Tell me what you think of Brock. My thing is moving forward. He's going to be here after McCaffrey. Okay, that's going to happen when you get paid the way he got paid. And I said he earned it. I stand on that. My point is, it's not over in the public spectrum or form of watching him play and grow. I just feel like he's got to be something you fear moving forward when we do see the Niners, if that day does ever come, where they're healthy. And I think we're seeing a glimpse of it with him and Pearsall.
When the Niners were healthy, Brock Purdy was not somebody that you went in fearing. You went in fearing McCaffrey and Kittle and Ayuk. Like Purdy
those days are over?
Purdy makes plays. He makes the plays that he's the 49. What? Okay, so
I'm cutting you off.
Why did the 49ers think Jimmy Garoppolo was their franchise quarterback?
Because he won.
Why did
games.
they pay him?
He won games.
Okay.
And
he did what Shanahan wanted him to do.
They didn't see him getting injured as much as he got injured.
Well, you're in the same boat with Purdy
right now because of this turf toe. But if we look at the Carfax report, Steiny Moore, after the wreck came in the playoffs on the elbow, he's been available. But I'm just telling you, you're right. If this were to continue, but
I'm telling you, I don't understand how it changes. When the offensive line, is it above average or below average?
It's playing like it's below average.
Well, that's a problem. Like I take that into consideration now when I'm judging Brock Purdy. He doesn't have the time he's had in the past, and so he's not going to rip it up.
I got you. Do you think I'm not being real, Steiny? Because I just want to ask you.
Like he's not going to grow 4 inches.
How big is the drop off from Brock Purdy, both healthy, to a healthy Mac Jones in this system?
I don't know. I'd say Purdy's probably better. I don't know to what degree.
You're being honest. You're saying like you're thinking about it.
No, Purdy's better than Mac Jones. I mean, he's had a better career.
Well, yeah. But now you're both under the
I guess
the
what
maestro.
I'm saying is like, okay, I feel like Mac Jones is who he is. He's not really mobile, but he's got a strong arm,
Yes, he does.
Pretty smart. What's his upside? I don't think he's got much more of an upside.
If you
Mac
give him
Jones.
time, he can.
Okay. Well, then everybody's got an upside. Because if you give, but what I'm saying is, I don't think Mac Jones is going to get much better. How is Purdy going to get much better? He's good. He can have good years, but he's got to rely on some talent around him.
And he's got to have time to use his best feature, which I think is processing. But I will tell you, just from sitting on the sofa, watching Mac Jones and the throws, and it was only 2 games, 8 quarters, but I didn't see a lot of that this past Sunday.
Didn't we talk about all the drops the Niner receivers have?
You're right.
Okay, well, that's not Brock Purdy's fault. He's putting the ball in the money. Maybe he should have been 25 for 38 with a touchdown and 2 picks, and then maybe you win that game.
So how are you, again, I'm asking you something you don't have the intel on, but how are you moving towards this game Thursday? If Mac is healthier than Brock Purdy, are you letting Mac go because of that? Or if you telling, I'm trusting my cowboy, that's John Wayne, and Brock Purdy says he's fine, the pain has subsided, go out there. Because how many guys are truly healthy in this violent game?
Well, it's funny because to me it sounds like we've gone from being real careful with Purdy to, well, now everybody's got to play hurt. Why did we want to keep him out of games 2 weeks ago, but now we feel like we know enough that, well, he's got a cowboy up and play?
I got my answer because we saw a backup quarterback when he was healthy and Mac Jones hold it down.
Okay, so
So I'm thinking about the bigger picture, which is Brock Purdy being more healthier if that toe can even heal like that in 2 to 3 weeks. That was my thought process, and then Mac got hurt, but he also finished the game. But I started this show, and I feel it, Steiny. I don't know, because we both agreed, and a lot of people have, Brock was bad Sunday. But can you honestly look me in the face and we divvy up why he was bad? Was that poor play all because of the toe? Or is that not fair to the game and the violent sport that
let's
is
say
football?
it's the toe.
If you're out there, you're out there. Judge me as a court.
Let's say it was all the toe or it was none the toe. How does that change moving forward?
If my backup can go, then I can't afford or don't want to see my star quarterback look like that because he's compromised. And if I got a viable backup that's won us 2 games and he's healthy or healthier, I think it would be conventional wisdom to run Mac out there this Thursday. That's all.
Well,
because this season,
that would seem to make sense to me because Purdy was limited, he played, and now he's limited again. So I can only assume that he's not as healthy now as he was a week ago. So he can't play because there's a game Thursday already. Right. If they're using the same criteria, that's all I'm saying. Let's go to Bernsey in Fremont. Hey, Bernsey, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
I want to lay out Steiny's Exhibit A, one Josh Allen. In your theory, Steiny, Josh Allen can carry a team, which I agree with you. He's a top-notch quarterback. But where has he carried you? To an AFC championship, not to a Super Bowl, right? So do the Bills need more stuff to help Allen out?
Well, I'm using the 4 quarterbacks that we all mentioned. Lamar Jackson, the Josh Allen, the Mahomes, and Mahomes, and the other. I get that they haven't won a Super Bowl, but those 4 guys are quarterbacks who are considered, if they play the regular season for you, they're probably going to get you into the playoffs. Those 4 quarterbacks on those 4 teams.
I'll agree with you that. But
right.
Do you agree that the Bills need to help Josh Allen out also?
Probably, yeah.
Or is he fine? Yeah, more than likely, right? He hasn't gone to the Super Bowl. And it brings me to my bigger point is and I know you guys have to break down football, quarterbacks to quarterbacks, but man, football is the greatest team sport there is. 22 men pulling on one rope. That's what it's all about, man. And it's not the quarterback, it's not the line, it's everybody. And it kind of honestly, when I hear you guys talk, and I know Guru, you played some close, but I don't know about you, Steiny, but it sounds like you guys have never tightened a chin strap and been on a team, a good team, bad team, any team, right? And if I honestly think if you did play football and you know it, how that is, it is the greatest team sport. You all have to be on the same page. If somebody's off, they're off, and that's what just gets me, man. Let's bring it back to a team sport. The 49ers lost, not Brock Purdy, right? The 49ers lost this weekend. And that's the biggest point. And my last little thing is the team with the most ups. How can you not? The San Jose Sharks. Come on, quit dissing the Sharks all the time. They're part of the Bay. They're part of the big franchises. It's the Sharks that have the most upside. All these other guys, the Warriors are on the downside. Niners are hurt. Giants are Giants. And come on, man, bringing back Boch. Give me a break, dude.
Hey, before you go, and I appreciate your passion, but I just can't agree with what you're saying about the team game. I mean, that's across the board. That's the given. But why do guys get paid more than others? And the quarterback position is the most scrutinized position in all of sports. So,
no doubt about it.
I'm just asking you this. Do you think Brock played his best game last Sunday?
Yeah, of course not. Okay. I mean, give me a break. But
so you can't.
I also think you guys should give him a little bit more leeway. He got you to a Super Bowl.
No, I'm not saying that. I got you. That's why I said he deserved a contract. But, Steiny, I just want to tell him and anybody listening, sports don't work that way. I told you, and a lot of people disagree, Brock Purdy earned that contract. I don't think it's fair to judge a guy when they have success, team success, and then, everything's around them rosy, but we're not idiots.
Like, No, I know.
You know?
Well, you're also not acknowledging that if he has 5-star talent around him, his job will be easier. Yeah. He'll be able to be more successful as opposed to him not having 5-star talent around him, which he doesn't, which means the best quarterback in the NFL or the 32nd best quarterback in the NFL is not going to be as effective with a cast of characters around him that aren't as good as they've played under in the past. Brock Purdy, without Kittle and Ayuk and he's not going to throw for 350, 3 touchdowns, no picks consistently. Like that's not who he is. I don't think that's who Kyle is. And it's not what he asks of Brock Purdy.
And that's not their recipe for success. I don't believe, even though he threw for 300 in the loss. My point is the run game has been MIA.
Right.
And that's a collective.
So that's going to impact Brock Purdy's passing game, I think.
But I can't, you're not telling me buckle up, Goo, and get ready for more bad decisions and more interceptions. Those were bad interceptions. Bad decisions by Brock if Walter Payton was in the backfield or Scooby-Doo was back there. Those were bad decisions. That's all we can do is just go off of what we saw.
You're asking a guy to do something he's incapable of doing, I think. Purdy's not going to win you. Do you think let's say Brock Purdy were healthy and they got to go down to LA.
All right.
Like, What do you expect's going to happen if they're not healthy around him? Like it's going to be a grind. Like it's going to be really hard for Brock Purdy if he doesn't have Pearsall, if he doesn't have Ayuk, if he doesn't have Kittle. So I don't expect Brock Purdy. Brock's got to be Superman. Okay, if he is, you might have a chance to win the game. But I certainly can't expect him to be Superman. I just don't. And it's got less to do with Brock Purdy than any quarterback.
Yeah,
like
Superman
Lamar Jackson's got the capability of being Superman. Brock Purdy, to me, has the capability of 3rd and 9, scrambling to get you a first down. Lamar Jackson, to me, has the ability to get you the first down and then get another one and another one and another one. So
Superman strong, Steiny. Brock Purdy knows just what you know or I know in regard to what's available to him and who's out there and who's not. But I'm not giving him a pass on bad decisions because he's trying to make a play. That's what he does.
That's
He's
right.
a playmaker.
And you are forced to have to make a decision on a tough throw more when you're on a team that's not as good and your receivers aren't getting the separation they normally do. And now you're looking at things that are just slightly different than if you had all your big boys at full strength. And so then you're forced to make decisions that you're not crazy about. But what else can you do? Take a sack? Try to run if it's not there? You got to
throw the ball as high as he was throwing from the out.
Well, I mean, he didn't want to throw it high.
No, but that happened.
Okay, would you say that Brock Purdy's got a problem throwing high, or that game was an outlier? I think it was an outlier.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
we differ, but I've seen that from him before. But that was the bad part of Brock Purdy. That's why I said it was reminding me of Jimmy. Jimmy had the ability to do that. The oh-no throws, damn.
So now we're saying that there's a bad part of Brock Purdy.
Nobody's perfect is what I'm saying.
Okay, but
the most part,
but now all of a sudden, if we're saying, well, you know what, he does throw the ball high, and he's getting a lot of balls tipped at the line of scrimmage, and maybe he's not as accurate as we thought, and he's taking more chances than we thought. Well, then that might be a function of what he's seeing out on the field that's different than what he saw a couple years ago when they had everything clicking.
Well, I'll tell you this, partner, and I'll leave it here. If I'm giving a guy 5 years, $265 million, and I know it kicks in next year, and my premise is if everything ain't good out there around him, limousines and tuxedos, don't expect much from my quarterback, then that's a bad decision. That guy, I wouldn't pay that guy if I don't expect him to take us to another level too.
Well, then the 49ers to me are in the same boat as teams are with Prescott, Burrow, Allen, Love, Lawrence, Tua, Goff, Purdy, Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. I'm just looking at guys making 40 plus. Kirk Cousins, Mahomes,
Brock's
Watson,
down a lot more
Kyler
than half
Murray.
the dudes on there, Steiny. Some of those dudes, Dak, Lamar, haven't sniffed the Super Bowl.
Then don't expect. So then why would you? They're paying him what they're paying. What 17 quarterbacks are getting paid. Are you like?
I guess the genesis of this conversation
that if
is
you think
how
it's a
good
bad,
do you think Brock Purdy is? I don't need to know how the others are getting paid. I get you.
He is good.
The market value.
He is not great. He's good. I mean, and you know what? When I said he's not great, and you went, do you think he's great?
I think he has been. And I think that that continues. It's not. I'm not about to get my eraser and say, oh, he's without this. I'm not ignoring that. I'm just telling you, Sunday was a bad performance by him, and you got to tread lightly because we're going way down the road, but it's about Thursday. Do you save him for or try to keep him out of harm's way, or has that pony left the barn because with this turf toe, it's going to follow him all year?
I can't worry about his turf toe. And that doesn't mean I'm saying he's got to play through it. It's just like, okay, he's going to be hurt all year. Now, okay, then if he's hurt, we can't expect him to play his best football for the San Francisco 49ers if he's not 100%. And I certainly think there's no chance he's going to play his best football if he's got turf toe, he's not as mobile, and he's playing with these Scribinis. He's not a magician. This team right now doesn't have a lot of offensive weapons. And
well, they got one in McCaffrey, and for whatever reason on the ground, they can't.
Because they don't have a great offensive line. Do we take into account their offensive line hasn't been good, and maybe that's why Purdy hasn't been as good?
I mean, it's regressed.
Well,
Did they have the best offensive line when they were going to the Super Bowl? I mean, you know what I mean?
That's when I heard Trent Williams was the greatest thing since sliced
Trent's not having. I'm giving you that dub, Steiny.
Well, then that's gonna have.
And I know Barch is out, but I'm just like, man, this. Like, what if you can't fix your running game?
Then you're not going to be good.
I can't lean on. I can't lean on Brock, even if healthy. Let's say
he's thrown 40 passes in each of his first 2 games, so they've been throwing the hell out of it in all 4 games. But do you think the 49ers are at their best when Brock Purdy throws 40 times, whether it's intermediate, long, or short? No, that's not their recipe to me. Let's get into some calls. Oh, boy.
What happened?
Well, it's the end of the segment. All right, I see Richie, Father Time, Matt. I see all you. I'll get to you all on the other side. Yeah, but I want to take a call. You know how that goes. Hey, I'll cheat. All right, I'll cheat somebody. Father Time in Napa. Finishes up this segment. What's up, Father Time? See? Just see what happened.
Father Time got him.
See what happened.
Who was the guy that called about the team game? Like, I believe that, but
first of all, he wouldn't even listen to what we were saying.
No, you know what it is. The quarterback gets too much credit and too much blame, and
not great ones. Marino didn't get blame for Miami. Archie Manning didn't get the blame.
But if you
in New
watch
Orleans.
most of his career, there wasn't hardly any for him to blame. It was what he was without.
And you just made my point, because Purdy's without right now, so we can't expect Brock Purdy to be spectacular with this team.
Weren't we raving over what we've seen from Ricky Pearsall this year? I think
he's hurt now.
But he started the game Sunday.
But what does this have to do with an overall performance from Brock Purdy? I don't like. Yes, he's going to hit Pearsall 5-6 times a game.
But you're telling me I'm wrong for expecting something out of him.
You're wrong for thinking that Brock Purdy is going to be able to overcome the offensive line not being great, Christian McCaffrey not being Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle not blocking in the run game.
So my mistakes,
Brandon Ayuk,
Purdy's mistakes are a byproduct of that.
Part of them, absolutely. Don't you think so? So let me ask you this.
I can't go in the quarterback room and tell the coach, hey, everything around me sucks, so that's why I threw 3 picks.
Well,
and fumbled the rock when we were driving down the. That's on me,
too. If we're talking just numbers, do you expect Brock Purdy should have the same numbers now with Chris? That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't.
He doesn't have. This McCaffrey is not the one from 2 years ago. They're
But what if
using
he
him.
did what you're saying?
They're
to
using
Purdy?
him completely
What if he said there are no
differently?
holes? What the hell y'all talking about? I'm slowing. I'm slowed up. I ain't got no holes. So why can't you apply what it seems like you're doing with Brock to Christian?
Because Christian McCaffrey, first of all, he's being used totally different. Why? Because Kyle knows something. 888-957-9570 is the number. What's coming up on the game is brought to you by, Fremont Bank. Here for you, here for good. It's also brought to you by Moderna.
mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA by Moderna has arrived. To learn more and find it near you, visit mnexspike.com. That's mnexspike.com.
On Saturday, October 4th, Pier 39 is throwing a party right on the waterfront. Now our iconic views and bay breezes come with drinks to go. Grab a cocktail, mocktail, beer, or wine from one of our restaurants and take it with you as you explore the pier. Plus, live music, party games, sea lions, fun for the whole family. What more could you ask for? Enjoy dancing, street performers, special deals, and that one-of-a-kind Pier 39 flavor. We're bringing the atmosphere, you bring the crew. Pier 39, Pier for the fun. Learn more at pier39.com/entertainment zone.
All right, team, it's game time. Blue 42, California Ace scratch right on one.
Wait, what play is that? Keep up, man. He said play scratchers for the California Lottery. Oh. With the new Los Angeles Chargers, San Francisco 49ers, and Los Angeles Rams scratchers, it's always a great call. For sure.
On one. Ready, set,
Play the new Game Day Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-464-1899. 800-464-1899. 800-464-1899.
Priority Tax Relief.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling.
I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6812. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6812. That's 800-575-6812.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Cloudy skies in Oakland with a high of 71.
Weather brought to you by Robert Half. Our recruiters' expertise and award-winning AI will find you the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Join 95.7 The Game at Pier 39 for a special live broadcast from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, October 4th. Meet Zaza Pachulia, Festus Ezeli, Kalina Azabuki, Tim Roy, and Bonte Hill. Plus, enter to win Warriors tickets. For more info, visit 957thegame.com.
Let's go to the legal.
Time for the legal.
Yeah, I don't have my legal.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
All right, here's the way I look at it. And you tell me if you agree or disagree.
Right.
I'm going to do a little cross-sport analogy. So, let's say Steph Curry is Patrick Mahomes. All right?
Like it.
Okay, so
he deserved it.
So the team's so-so, and Curry and Mahomes have to carry more of the load than they should, let's say. Well, to me, Curry and Mahomes are going to do the best job carrying their team when they have to because they are absolutely phenomenal players. And their talent level is so great that if they have to do more, you can still get by and maybe even win and maybe even flourish. Now I look at a guy like Durant. I'd compare Durant to like Joe Burrow or maybe Josh Allen. I get it. He's 1-2. They haven't. But like he's really good. And if Curry were to get hurt, you know what? Durant, I think, could carry you for a while. He's not going to win every game, but he gives you a good chance. To me, Brock Purdy is Andre Iguodala. That's who he is. He's a damn good player. But if you're missing Curry and now Iguodala you're asking to lean on more, he'll be okay, but he's not going to give you what Steph gave you or what Durant gave you. And I view a guy like Purdy in the 49ers system more like an Iguodala than a Steph Curry. I view, the 3 or 4 big boys like a Steph Curry.
Like, look,
Steph Curry will get you to the playoffs. He's that good. Mahomes probably will do that. I can't say that about Iguodala or Brock Purdy. That's the way I look at Brock Purdy.
And I would just say this to you on that because I appreciate it. Man, Steiny, then, if like I feel like you're telling me or you're selling Brock short on the day's going to come where he outlasts and this is his offense. And Kittle could be gone. Like that's what that contract means to me, that Brock is a fixture. And I'm not
telling you. Doesn't mean he's a one.
Okay.
It just means he's a fixture.
But listen, he's your one. He's your one.
That's why you paid him.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's one thing that we heard. And you know what? Like, I wasn't crazy about it, but, like, I can't forget about it. Are you really going to pay Purdy $45? Yeah. He's our guy. But he's our franchise. So you made that decision. Just like every team makes their decision on a quarterback. And Purdy might be better than Tua. He probably is. But he's not as good as some other guys.
But will you give me this? That they are in the process, and I know it's about Thursdays now. We got to get to the Thursday game, and we will. But there's going to come a juncture that they build this offense around Brock once McCaffrey's of the world are gone. Well, it's Ricky Pearsall for the future. It's Brock Purdy. Like he's going.
They might be building around Purdy, but if he's going to look exactly the same 3 years from now,
See, you don't know, but
if he's got talent, if he's got talent around him, is what I'm saying.
But I think he's got more levels to his game.
But okay, but in 3 years, let's say the 49ers have the Eagles' weapons. They got a Barkley. They got two great receivers.
And Brock can get you to the promised land.
That's right. But it will look exactly the same as it looked when they went as a 49er team. That's they'll rely on him the way they relied on him then. They won't ask him to do more than he can do. They're going to Brock Purdy is a great distributor.
But I feel like you're telling me, Steiny, don't have expectations on him.
I would never say that.
But it kind of feels like it.
Well,
because you're calling him
don't
Iggy.
have expectations that Brock Purdy can win you games consistently by himself when nobody can do that in the NFL. I don't think right now the weapons he has around him are doing him any favors. And I'm not sure, what quarterbacks, how many quarterbacks would have won that game on Sunday for the Niners?
I mean, he almost did it. So I'm an average quarterback on a good day. And I'm going to go here because you brought this here. And I did it. I hated on Jalen Hurts so much, Steiny. He proved me wrong. Lamar has not proved me wrong, and you've had everything around you. Dak Prescott had offensive. You had everything, but you couldn't win. You played your worst football in the offs, and you had everything around you. So I'm judging Brock Purdy on, and I'm not taking points away from everything he's done. When it was rosy, he got you there and almost got it done. So that's what got him the contract.
Right.
So
they had a juggernaut around him. We talked about this. We talked about how when they were paying Purdy peanuts, that they actually had an extra weapon that nobody had. They had McCaffrey, great. They had Kittle, great. They had Ayuk, borderline star, and they had Debo. Once Purdy got paid, there was no way they were going to be able to keep all those weapons around him. And so in my mind, naturally, I would think that it's going to be an adjustment for Brock Purdy.
And everybody else, because really the guys you named,
that's what we're seeing.
Only dude here that's gone that hadn't been a plus was Debo. He kind of phased himself out because he wasn't productive anymore.
2 years ago.
But he wasn't collateral damage. It was like we're getting nothing from him.
Not 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, got you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 2 years ago was when Brock was at his greatest. McCaffrey, unbelievable season. Kittle, Debo, Swiss Army knife. Ayuk, doing great. They don't have anybody that good anymore. McCaffrey's not quite McCaffrey. Debo's gone. Kittle's gone. Ayuk's gone. I don't think you can expect him to put the numbers up. And I don't think you can expect him to look as comfortable and as confident, especially because I think the line's worse, too.
Okay, so I'm asking you this. Let's take it to the coach now, the offensive coordinator. Are you telling me now, expect these plays not to work as much now that he doesn't have the ponies or horses around him?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when Curry's hurt and Pajemski starts at point, you get worse. You get worse. And you know what? Who do they even – Jimmy Butler can't turn pods into Curry. He can make do. He can try to bring out the best in pods, but he's not Curry. Like, Tonja looks good to me, but there's no way he can be as good as George Kittle.
I'll put this in.
Why don't we just say simply, how come they can't run? They don't have Kittle.
Okay,
it's that simple. When they get Kittle back, they'll be able to run. That'll be a part of their offense, and then maybe they'll open up the passing game.
But if we put this back in the bottle and talk about, we can forget what you think, and I've heard you, and what I think of Brock and what I expect in the future. The bottom line is you are about to embark on your 5th game of the season. You're 3-1, and you're injured. It's a mass unit. Forget what you think of Brock Purdy. You better treat him like Joe Montana. And the reason I say that is run DMC, Steiny. It's tricky. If you run him out there and he truly is not 100%, and then you lose him for 6 or 7 games, I believe you're finished.
Well, of course you are.
So that's what we really need to be talking about is, can I get a report? I'm asking the Bay, and maybe I missed it, on Mac Jones Because if I can stave off Brock from going to re-aggravate this injury or make it worse for down the road, then Steiny, you didn't treat Brock Purdy like he's your prized possession, because you can't have another repeat, and maybe you will if he plays another bad game. But I'm telling you from the sofa Sunday, I'm just flabbergasted on how I can't decipher how much of Purdy's bad game was predicated on that toe. So now what can I do? Try to let that toe get as healthy as possible, and then my new reality is, hey, we didn't run out of time. We need you.
I think the toe is less of an issue than people who believe Brock Purdy should be the reason you're able to overcome all these injuries. I just think that
ain't it.
It's like I think about him when he was at Iowa State. They didn't have the greatest record. He threw
it over there?
Right. How come? Now, why did you think that happened? Because Iowa State was, for the most part, playing better teams. They were playing better teams. So Purdy had to be the reason, one of the reasons, and I'm not saying I know their personnel, but if Purdy's their best player on offense, then he's got to try to make stuff happen, almost win games by himself. But they're not as good as the other teams they were playing, and when you ask a guy to do that, he's probably going to make more mistakes.
Yeah.
Let's go to Paul and Tracy. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Steiny, I want to disagree with you when you say that we have seen the best of Purdy or Mac Jones. Players always improve throughout their career. Look at Daniel Jones. Look at Sam Darnold. Even Tom Brady became the GOAT from a game manager. My second take is, Guru, I 100% agree with you that it's a team sport, but not every player has the same impact on winning or losing.
No doubt.
For example, if a quarterback throws an interception, 2 or 3, you're probably going to lose the game. But if a linebacker misses like 5 tackles, you're probably going to be fine. So not everyone has the same impact on winning or losing. So that's my 2 takes, guys.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, do I know that we've seen our best with Brock Purdy? No.
All right, and that.
But
I understand if you think.
Let me see a better year than 2 years ago.
All right.
Let me see a better year than 2 years ago. Well, and you know what people are going to say? Well, Steiny, it's probably going to be tough for him to do that with this team. That's my point. That's the only point I'm making.
This is and I'm stating the obvious, Steiny, like, if somehow, again, here we go, if somehow with the state of the health and who's available, who's not, if they were just to be in their bag, I'm talking about coaching, special teams, Purdy, the run D, if somehow they could come from L.A. with a dub, I mean, now you are really, truly cooking and put yourself in position to be like, okay, maybe we've afforded ourselves some time to get healthy, and maybe that'll even come with some losses down the road. But if you could lay an L on L.A. this Thursday when you're the only game playing, I mean, Steiny, it's a hell of a win. And I know Spadoni and Bonte got into it this morning and I'm with Spadoni in this sense. If you can somehow come away from the Ram game, and it's a regular season game, with a dub, this will go down. Regular season is one of the greatest wins of the Shanahan era, because right now we don't even know who's quarterbacking, who's able to quarterback. You didn't touch the quarterback just this last week in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence at home, and now you got Stafford and that Ram offense and defense to deal with.
What if you don't win? Did you expect them to win?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I got you. You're 3-2. You got 10 days off. But then I'll say, Steiny, is 10 days even enough to get this team healthy?
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1 San Francisco, an Odyssey sports station in the home of the Warriors and Valkyries. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Coming to you live from Laughing Monk Studios. Laughing Monk, righteously brewed in San Francisco. Let's go out to Gene in Oakland. What's up, Gene? How you doing, my man?
Hey, guys.
What's up, baby?
So first, I want to get one thing. I want to get one thing cleared up first. Steiny, Robin Clark is my virtual girlfriend, all right? You can have Ellen Parkin, but Robin's mine, all right?
Look at him.
Fair enough.
Look at him.
Fair enough.
All right. Hey, I want to talk about Purdy a little bit. So, I like to analyze things and try to break down what I saw, which is so terrible on Sunday. I see things that, can and I expect will be cleaned up. And then at the same time, I'm seeing some of his shortcomings highlighted. The things that can be cleaned up, the inaccurate passing. I mean, one of his strengths has been accurate passing, particularly short to mid passes, even on the run. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know whether it was the rust or the toe or combination, but I actually do expect him to do better. The decision making, that's been an ongoing problem, but I'm hoping he keeps working on that. Under pressure, he still tends to force things when he shouldn't. The things he can clean up, he's not going to grow another 6 inches. So if they force him in the pocket like that, if teams consistently do that, you're going to have a problem throwing over those big linemen that are jumping up trying to stop him. Bottom line, this isn't the worst game he's played. I would say that was the Baltimore game 2 years ago where he threw, I believe, 3 interceptions and almost a fourth. That was by far the worst game he's ever played. After that, he took us to the Super Bowl. So, granted, he had a lot of talent, a lot more talent around him than he has now. But if we get a healthy George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, and Pearsall, and a little better O-line play, I think we'll see a lot better play from Brock.
Appreciate it, Gene, as always. You're the man.
Stay away from his girls, Donnie.
We needed a hook and ladder for a first down. We're in a bad spot right now. 4-1-0.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was a good play.
Hey, McCaffrey looked like he had some speed on that, though, when he got
it. It had, right, because he was
running.
running.
For a second, I was like, what?
Yeah, because he was running straight ahead, didn't get blocked, and caught a ball at full speed.
I was thinking like, man, I didn't put the clock on him, but to the naked eye, I was like, okay.
All right, here's why you're different.
Okay.
Steiny. Hey, Steiny. You think McCaffrey's still McCaffrey? You think McCaffrey's like he was 2 years ago? No, something's not right. But you think he's McCaffrey from 2 years ago.
No,
and
even when Evan brought it up, I said, there's something there. I can't put my finger on it. But the premise is it's real.
They used to be able to run the hell out of it.
No doubt.
They haven't been able to run the hell out of it. That has a ripple effect on Purdy.
But it's like elevator doors closing, Steiny. When those things are closing and people are getting hands on you, it's different than running when the elevator doors are wide open.
Okay, so you think he's the same? I don't. I feel like you don't recognize slippage. I mean, it's to me.
Well, I'm in my 50s. I do recognize slippage.
I mean, we can say it all the time. McCaffrey at 80 is better than.
I'll tell you this.
He's better than Garendo. Yeah, okay. But he's not as good as McCaffrey at 100.
What if I said 95% of the reason they can't run the ball is the O-line? Would you have a problem with that?
I think that's too high. I think that's too high. Yeah. I think that's too high. McCaffrey used to make that run on the left side, and he always got 8 yards. He doesn't get 8 yards anymore.
Well, guess who was blocking over there, knocking dudes on their ass?
Okay,
who now is getting pushed
you're right.
backwards.
He's the exact same player. He's the exact same player.
I'm not saying that.
He's not. Just like
that's not the whole reason why they're not running, Steiny.
Guru, but if every player is not playing to their expectations, you're not going to be good.
All right.
If Tonjes plays great, is he as good as George Kittle?
No.
Okay, so one position, boom, you're not as good. Trent Williams, not as good. Boom. Okay, well, Brock Purdy, no quarterback could make up for that and take this team to a 14-3 season.
All right, now that's a whole different story, and I'm not saying that.
All we're asking him to do is get us to 10-7.
But last thing about the contract, because it sounds like, Steiny, 2 years ago, those were the good times. Shout out J.J. Evans, right? They're not paying Brock Purdy to be a bus driver. That's what I'm preaching. They got full confidence that this dude, if need be, can get in the shootout, throw it around the yard.
That's your opinion, Goo.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if that's the way they paid him, then they may have made a big, big mistake. I mean, does Miami think Tua can carry them?
I believe they thought they could when they paid him.
That was a big mistake, and there were a lot of people at the time that said that's a mistake.
Do you think the Ravens thought that Lamar could not carry him to a Super Bowl by now? I think the answer
I don't
would be
think
yes.
a quarterback can carry you to a Super Bowl. You got to have defense. You got to have special teams.
And the Ravens have had all of that, and Lamar has wet the bed on the biggest stage.
Okay.
One win, we go to the Super Bowl.
What's your point about Lamar?
That many teams like Dak have paid guys thinking Steiny could take us to the promised
when you're
land.
talking about
But
the
you can't
highest
get
paid
out of it.
quarterbacks, I think there are far worse contracts that quarterbacks have gotten than Lamar Jackson.
And
Tua's a joke.
But you're special at
Trevor Lawrence is a joke. Like, let me look at the list.
But he's still a puppy.
Brock
Steiny.
Purdy
Still a
is.
puppy.
Look, they're all the same
I'm
after
not
the
calling
top.
Brock's bad. I'm telling you, you're telling me if the organization expected more from Brock, or he's got to do it in a different iteration of his weaponry, which it looks like those days are coming. And I like what I see between him and Pearsall when we do see it. I think they paid like it's Brock-centric. Not all of it, but to put chains on Brock and say, he got this money to be a bus driver.
When has Kyle Shanahan ever put his quarterback in the spotlight, and it's the quarterback making or breaking like our offense?
Okay, I got. What if I said
quarterback
this?
to
The day
Kyle
you gave
Shanahan
Brock that contract.
Well, he gave it to Garoppolo too.
Yeah.
And guess what? It didn't work. Yeah. And it's possible this might not work.
But I believe he was let down too because Kyle and the organization, because people just focus on he took you there and there was bad Jimmy at the end, but Steiny, he couldn't stay healthy.
Neither can Brock, maybe.
Well, see, that's a maybe. That's not a known fact right now because,
I'm just
this
saying.
season as we go, he's hurt right now.
But that's the other thing. Like, here's what else what is happening to Brock? This is unbelievable. You do realize that there were a lot of people saying, be careful about paying a quarterback like Purdy, who's 6 feet tall, not particularly big and strong, who has to scamper and scramble. Like, do you believe that Brock Purdy is probably more injury prone than Josh Allen?
Yes.
Well, then we've
doubt.
got to acknowledge that he may get hurt. And, that's fair to me, too, that maybe you paid a guy who's going to have trouble staying healthy.
But isn't it football weird that you go get Mac Jones and Steiny 2 days before game day, you don't even know which one can go. Like, it's bad luck. It's
fine.
Football. It's football.
You know what? I got to do this.
Luck.
It's not bad luck. It's the Niners' luck. It's the Niners'
which is
luck.
buzzard luck right now.
Well, then just say, we have buzzard luck with injuries. It is unrealistic for us to think that we're going to go down to L.A. with a possible backup quarterback with no weapons, with an offensive line that's suspect, but we're going to win. And if we don't win, it means Purdy didn't do enough. I'm not there.
And I'm not telling you that would be
the way I think about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that would be my commentary after that. This is crazy. It's
not crazy. I'm going to get the injured list out for every. What about the Giants lost their wide receiver. Yeah. Cincinnati in a worse spot or better spot than the Niners? They're in a worse spot because they don't have a quarterback for 3 months.
Yeah, got you. Saw that last night.
I got to tell you, miss me with the crybaby injury.
Nobody's crying.
Yes, you are. You all are crying.
You know.
You're
smiling, but you know. This is a bit excessive for them.
This is what's great. You like to complain about injuries. Yeah. You love it because it gives you an excuse. But then when you can't overcome the injuries, you think you should have won a game.
But what's the excuse
you talk about the level that Kittle plays at and Ayuk plays at and McCaffrey plays at. You talk about all the levels that those guys play at, and then you expect the 49ers not to have a drop-off when their highest level players don't play. I don't understand. It's like when the Warriors are going out there without Curry and Jimmy Butler, they're not going to be as good. And that's where I think we are with the injuries, with the 49ers. Get over it. Don't play as hard. Stop practicing this hard. Get less physical. Run out of bounds. I don't know.
But you're the guy that came up with the theory of something's going on the way Kyle utilizes or his run game, Steiny, as to why guys are getting hurt. So you've been on there. You've been on that train about something's odd here. It's got to be a correlation with this zone run, whatever they're doing. You've said that before, though.
I'm done wasting time trying to figure out something that's impossible to figure out. I tell you what I am comfortable doing, though, now is saying the 49ers are injured now, and I think it's going to be a long season again with injuries.
I believe you.
Okay, well, then lose your expectations because you ain't winning if this team is hurt. What's coming up on the game is brought to you by Fremont Bank. Here for you, here for good.
Oakland, it's time to pack the Coliseum. The Oakland Roots are back home Tuesday, October 7th, taking on Hartford Athletic. Experience the energy, the community, and the beautiful game right here in the town. Get your tickets now at OaklandRootsSC.com. Can't make it to the Coliseum? Watch live on ESPN Plus or catch the action on KTVU Plus. That's OaklandRootsSC.com. Don't miss Oakland's team, Oakland's moment.
We finally switched to T-Mobile because with them, we can be connected here and there.
Let's watch a movie.
And we have Netflix included to enjoy our favorite shows and movies.
¿Qué tal esta? Bacanísima, pero ya la vi.
Now the hard part is getting them to agree on a movie.
Switch today and get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with Galaxy AI, all on the best network in the U.S. Visit a store, T-Mobile.com, or call 1-800-T-Mobile. 1-800-T-Mobile. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla. Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025.
Stressed out about owing over $10,000 in back taxes? The IRS isn't slowing down, and neither is Tax Hardship Center. Last year alone, the IRS wiped out over $163 million in tax debt for thousands of hardworking people who qualified. If paying back the IRS threatens your finances, you may be eligible for hardship programs that could let you settle for a lot less. Everyday Americans are finding relief right now by calling Tax Hardship Center to see if they qualify. You've been thinking about fixing this. The time to act isn't tomorrow. It's today. Call Tax Hardship Center for a free consultation and see every option for lowering your IRS debt. Call 800-460-2004. With increased IRS collections, now is the best time to see what tax relief programs you may qualify for. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call Tax Hardship Center. 800-460-2004. 800-460-2004. That's 800-460-2004.
This is Vanessa Deniston, senior attorney at the Dolan Law Firm.
The Dolan Law Firm handles a diverse line of cases from personal injury to employment law.
We're proud to say the Dolan Law Firm is just as diverse in our attorneys and staff. The Dolan Law Firm consistently achieves outstanding results with over $1 billion in verdicts and settlements.
The Dolan Law Firm, the best, most diverse personal injury and employment law firm we hope you'll never need.
Contact us at dolanlawfirm.com.
Americans pay about $5 billion to control termites and repair their damage every year. Many people underestimate exactly how much damage they do. Call Pacific Coast Termite today at 800-PACIFIC for a free home inspection. Certain restrictions apply. No tenting, though. No double bagging your food. No pet sitting. Mention KCBS and get 10% off termite treatments and a 2-year guarantee on their work. Call 800-PACIFIC. 800-PACIFIC or go to PacificCoastTermite.com.
Injured at work? Don't wait. Every day you delay can mean lost wages, delayed medical care, and more stress for your family. At Boxer & Gerson, we fight for people just like you. Construction workers, delivery drivers, factory workers, restaurant staff, hardworking folks who get hurt just trying to earn a living. We won't back down. We get results. You work hard, you deserve real help. Call Boxer & Gerson now at 510-835-8870 or visit BoxerLaw.com. The consultation is free, but waiting could cost you. Boxer & Gerson, justice for workers.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Get ready for 2 rock legends on one night and one stage. Judas Priest and Alice Cooper on October 14th at Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View. Buy your tickets today at livenation.com. And for your chance to win your way into the show, enter online at 957thegame.com.
For me, it's back to work and attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Now, back to Steiny Guru on 95.7 The Game.
There it is. If you want to know why baseball is a joke, right there it is.
We got playoffs going, baby.
Right before we come back on the air, Guru to Evan. So, Evan, are these best of 3, best of 5, best of 7? That's the point. We don't even know. We don't even know if it's a best of 3, best of 5, or best of 7.
But you're lobbying for that to come back in the NBA.
That's right.
But say Major League Baseball got it right.
I don't know what the series is.
Oh, the best of 3.
Yeah. And you didn't either.
That's why I asked.
you are really locked in.
Oh, no, I did. Hey, they change it so much.
Exactly.
I had to double check.
Exactly. And why do they change it? Because it's broke.
No.
The whole sport is broken.
You don't want to come for me
and
today.
What's broken more than any other thing is the San Francisco Giants.
Please.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of calls here. Let's get into them.
Yeah, but before we do.
Here we go.
All right. Hey,
what?
If Bruce Bochy is named Giants manager, we need to do something special for me, bigger than maybe a dinner amongst the show. For Goo to go out on a limb when I did.
I'm not buying you anything.
And Bochy gets.
I did you a big favor yesterday, and you didn't say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was still a favor. It was still a favor.
Tell the people what it was. You got to say it to the mic.
I didn't know I could say it.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Listen to this favor, Evan.
Steiny. Do a little favor for me?
Hold on. Okay, stop.
What do you need, buddy?
Real quick. I'm driving to Sac. So if I take 15 extra minutes to do this, Evan, I got another hour and 45-minute commute. Okay, keep that in mind. Go ahead, Steiny.
He says, Steiny, got any cash on you? He knows I hate not having cash on me. So I said, yeah, I got a little. He goes, hey, chance you can give me 100? I'll Apple Pay you 100. I'm like, sure. Give him the 100. Then I remember, I don't have Apple Pay.
Well, you do, because it let me send it to you.
I signed up.
All right. But it was a favor. But don't act like I needed 100 and you gave it to me.
What'd you do with the money? See that? Yeah, I get it right. I'm not that good of a friend.
You don't even want to know. But seriously, something if Bochy's named manager for getting that one right.
You know, by the way, Steiny, it would be perfect. They would be a perfect match. You know why?
Why?
You know what the Rangers went this year?
Oh, my. Now, that's a 9.
I mean, does Bochy even have a 500 record?
They were 81-81.
No, I mean overall, or am I getting it mixed up with Melvin?
But he won a ring there in Texas. So what if he were to get Devers and Adames, and you can build a bullpen with
75 wins on the horizon.
But if that happens, man, I'm patting myself on the back. It's
take much for you to
romanticism
do
at its
that.
finest. Sports.
Speaking of
Bochy
sports,
to come back, yeah.
Speaking of sports talk on 95.7 The Game is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount+. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. And speaking of getting started, we're going to start with SF Drummer Boy, or SF Drummer. I'm sorry, I'll do it again. SF Bay Drummer in Houston. Now, that's strange.
H-Town.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's good, Guru? What's good, Steiny?
Hey,
you got it.
Brock Purdy is the guy, man. Like, we made a mistake giving him that money. I never wanted them for them to extend him anyway. I know we had to give him money just because of the positive things that he's done in the past, but, you know, shout out Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately?
Nice.
And coming from last year to now, he's like, when we are under 2 minutes in the fourth quarter and the ball is in his hands and we have a chance to win the game, Brock Purdy's been wetting the bed. We've been changing Ninja Turtle sheets to Pokemon sheets Sunday after Sunday because he's just messing it up. Like, and I don't know if you've noticed this in the game, he's so short, he's doing these jump throws now.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
I didn't like that. We both didn't like the jump throw. But real quick, not to interrupt, he beat Seattle, man. He drove him down and got that score.
Well, then there's nothing to see here.
No, it ain't. I'm just be fair.
That's good. That's good, Guru. But
no, you feel how you feel. I get it, man.
Teams are not scared of him in the fourth quarter. They know it's the buckle down. Oh, Brock Purdy has the ball. Oh, we're definitely about to key in. We're gonna plug up the middle because you can't see. Oh, let's put our biggest defenders on the D line. So we're gonna swat the ball. We're gonna get an interception or a fumble. It's curtains, and it's really Kyle and John's fault too. I really think they have about 2.5 more years left, both of them, because Kyle has an affinity for these Safeway Select QBs, and he can't get a guy. He keeps giving us a Safeway Select lemon lime soda when we all
man.
Let's go.
Wow.
Thanks, SF Bay Drummer.
Safeway ain't even safe, Starty. Oh, he said he want a Sprite. But dude, come on, man. I don't know what to say. Uncle Looney says, Goo, you're always crying about injuries. I'm not. I'm just.
Yes, you are.
No, Steiny,
sorry.
I
don't want to get into a fight.
The facts.
You're crybaby with
we
injuries.
We don't fight. Seriously.
Yeah,
we radio fight. We don't fight.
You are. I mean, Austin's right. Or was that Big Smooth?
No, Uncle Looney.
Who called you crybaby?
Uncle Looney.
Yeah, they're right.
No, I'm stating the facts that. Look at you trying to say it. I'm just telling you this team is injured and it's out of control.
Then lower their standards, please.
No, I told you 10 wins at the Summit.
Now you want to back off it.
It looks like
Go ahead, back off it right now. I'll let you make a new prediction. Go ahead.
I'll tell you after
3-1.
Thursday.
No, I'm not taking it after Thursday.
I
won't
share
ask.
it with you.
Okay.
I'm not crying. What am I crying for? I'm just telling you this has the ingredients to really get out of control.
This is crazy. This team and their injuries. What's going on? What's in the water in the bay?
You're the guy that
They're soft. SAWFT.
You are so soft.
Why can't you say it?
You're the guy that came in and put your little duffel bag down and said, I got the greatest thought. And I think you told Ross Tucker when I was out.
Oh, you mean when I was right on
when
again?
I was eavesdropping. I think there's something to the way that they run the ball.
I don't care.
But
I'm used to it. Get used to it.
You're saying, Goo, you might.
What I'm saying is the way the 49ers play, Kyle Shanahan has made a calculated decision that the injuries are worth it. Because if they don't get hurt, that must mean they're not playing hard enough, and then that won't be good enough for any kind of success. I mean,
no, I hear that, but that's heavy. He's not
with
doing
the good.
Yeah, that's all you could. It's called the NFL, Scotty, not for long. But dude, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade. They're 3-1 for now. But this has with the health.
You mean they're not playing 4 games this year?
No, they're not, Stoddy. This has the ingredients to get out of control.
I kind of agree with you, 925.
What? I don't even got it up today.
Okay, so this has the ingredients to get out of control. Well, if it has the ingredients, then don't be surprised if it happens. I take it the ingredients are the injuries.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're not going to be able to overcome them.
Okay, but you danced, and this is why why I believe it's unfair.
What's unfair? What is unfair?
Niner
What's
fans
unfair?
having to endure another season that was injury riddled after going 6-11.
Then pick another team.
No, you don't tell them that. No, but
I'm
you know what I
sorry.
mean. I'm just
This is what comes with the territory.
I got it. It's
Get used
sports,
to it.
But this is uncanny.
No, it's not. It's football.
To start the year with a great win, and your tight end, Mr. Everything,
He's
is
old.
in a hat.
He's old.
And he's out
And he's
on
physical.
the IR. And then your quarterback wins the game.
Here we go.
And then we find out
but you're not
he hurt
crying.
his toe.
But you're not crying about injuries.
But I made a great acquisition. This is Kyle Shanahan talking. I got Mac Jones. Step up, Mac. Oh, look at those throws outside the numbers. Oh, my gosh. We
Whatever
won
you
2
do,
games.
whatever you do,
Mac's hurt.
Whatever you do, don't blame Shanahan or Lynch. Whatever you do, they
Now,
put
that's taking
together
it
this.
somewhere.
They put together a team that over the last 8 or 9 years has been more injured for the most part than any other team. Either fire him because it bothers you, or get it through your thick skull that it's the cost of doing business and playing like the Niners play.
I'll take that's
Period.
it's the latter.
Okay.
'Cause there's been some.
Well, then
you should have
you ready
2
for
rings,
this?
but you
Then
got the 2
shut
Super
up
Bowls.
about 'em.
No, you can't.
All right,
We
let's
don't know
go
who's
to,
quarterbacking Thursday.
Matt,
You imbecile.
Matt
Hey.
in Bayfair. What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
What up, Guru? Steiny, happy belated birthday.
That was 2 weeks ago. Steiner. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm kidding.
I know you hate it. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to cry more about injuries because, I mean, you mentioned the deep playoff runs earlier, Steiny, is also an indicator. And definitely validity to that, but to me, it's just a complete organizational failure. And we've heard people, you guys have had guests on who have repeatedly said that Kyle Shanahan has the toughest training camps. He has the toughest weekly practices during the season, which, are unheard of. And, they're going through a rebuild right now and a transition. And, they're committed to Purdy regardless at this point. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback, but you're going to need a lot of healthy, talented players around him. And this franchise has to start prioritizing keeping his best players healthy. And that's going to start with adjusting Shanahan's practice style. I mean, this is one of the most valuable franchises in sports. And Jed York, someone has to get down there and figure out what's going on, or it's going to keep happening. And your next generation of talent is going to have these same problems that the current one does.
I mean, I hear you. I don't know what you can figure out at this point.
I mean, it's the $1 million question, man.
I mean, the other thing is, people have offered opinions on why they think it's happening. So if you think they have any validity, then change your procedure. Change your preparation style. I don't get the sense Kyle's keen on doing that. Devin's in an Uber. He often is. What's up, Devin? How you doing, buddy?
Gentlemen, how you guys doing, man?
Hey.
Doing well.
I think I'm going to go on what I've titled the Gentleman's Rant, man. I'm about to go on the Gentleman's Rant.
All right.
So let this be known, I'm not the biggest Purdy fan. I'm not the biggest Purdy hater. I'm just a fan of the sport, right? I think y'all got to cut Purdy some slack. His timing is off, and he's hurt, right? If you want to play the $50 million contract card, understand that you didn't give $50 million to the hurt Purdy. You gave it to the healthy Purdy, right? So I don't like the knocking he's a $50 million guy and he's got to get it done. I believe that when he's healthy, but he's clearly not healthy, right? I look at it and I say Lamar and Allen, they're for our foodies out there, right? Lamar and Allen are the struggle